Okay, so do you ever have a lot of stuff to do and you're like, I have all this time and I should be really productive, and then you start making a list of all the things you have to do, and then you get really overwhelmed and you do nothing? That's currently where I'm at. And I have a lot of anxiety, and I'm not really an anxious person. I don't normally get anxiety, but I'm really feeling a lot of anxiety. Like, where do I want to go next? What do I want to do? How do I want to improve my life in some way? Do I want to, get rid of a lot of my things and clean out my closet and this mess over here? That always makes me feel better. Or do I want to just go relax? Do I want to read a book? Do I want to go online and make an online store? I mean, my brain is just really all over the place. But the reason that I'm sharing this with you guys is because the only way out of this feeling of anxiety is to just sit with it. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting with my anxiety. I think I'm going to meditate for 10, 20 minutes maybe. And then I'm going to do a balance, which is a technique that I learned through a technique called PSYCHK. And I'll tell you guys more about that later. But it basically is just a way to reprogram your subconscious mind into allowing you to be the person that you want to become without this inner resistance. And so that's going to be a theme of this channel. But basically, I guess I'll get into it now because it's pretty fascinating. But what you do is you identify what you don't want. I don't want to be overwhelmed. And then you identify what would be the opposite of that. So the opposite of being overwhelmed would be a lot of things: being excited, being empowered, being, I would say probably being excited. I don't know, you have to sit on it for a second. So let's just use the example of being excited. So being excited for my life, being excited for the future, being excited for the day, whatever that entails. You create this goal statement, and a goal statement is a present tense statement. So instead of saying, I want to be excited about my life, I would say, I am excited about my life. And that sounds like the opposite of overwhelmed. Instead of feeling like I'm overwhelmed with my life, I'm excited about my life. So then you take that and you go through this process and you integrate it into your system. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to report back. And I will let you guys know how my day goes from here as somebody who is a recovering codependent person and someone who likes to enmesh their lives with other people, especially the person that they're with. If you relate to this, I see you. But now that I'm have more time to focus on myself, it becomes this overwhelming, daunting task of, what do I want to do? Also, as somebody who is just now tapping into their own wants and needs, it's a tough question to ask yourself every day. Like, what do I want? What do I need for the day? If you're with someone else, it's a lot easier to just put your wants and needs on a shelf and to, go along with whatever they want to do. Here we go. We're tapping in. Okay, I feel quite literally a million times better than I did 20 minutes ago when I made that last video. I want to show you guys my process of making the goal statement that I talked about. Okay, so I can't flip this camera around. I'm going to need to get a legitimate camera, but for now, this is what you got. So here's the process of making a goal statement. What I don't want to feel paralyzed and overwhelmed. What I do want, I want to feel empowered, accomplished, excited, motivated. So then I take that and I turn it into a goal statement. So at first I wrote, I accomplished everything I set my mind to. And I was like, that feels okay, but it's not perfect yet. And then I wrote, I can do anything I set my mind to, because I want to be able to truly do whatever I set my mind to. But I can't use can do because that's future tense. It needs to be present tense. So I made a statement that says, I am capable of anything I set my mind to. And that was my goal statement. And I balanced it. And I think you can even hear it in my voice. Like, I feel so much better and I'm ready to tackle my day. If you're looking for the cute fashion vlogger YouTube person, then just keep moving, because we are going grocery shopping like this. Yes, like this. And this is what you get for 99% of my vlogs. Maybe the 1% I will dress up and put some makeup on and look like a human, but we just have too many things to do. And yeah, this is it. I would normally have complete and other. Oh, this is hard. rewind. I would normally have complete and utter hives about recording myself at the grocery store, but I'm just gonna do it because this year is all about overcoming fears, but especially this week, this episode, this vlog, whatever, is about overcoming fears, and talking to my phone in public gives me hives. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. And because, yeah, I just don't want to feel embarrassed. I don't want to care what other people think. And I have a lot of good information to share. Grocery shopping is so hard for people. I don't know why, but it is hard, and I get it. Yeah, you just don't know what to buy. You don't know what to look at. So I'm going to hopefully help shed some light on, an easy way to grocery shop, what I look at, what foods I look for, how I kind of make my meals for the week, because, yeah, I'm pretty damn good at it. So here we go. 2 Whole Foods to record ourselves in public. Ooh, scary. Wish me luck. Okay, here we go into Whole Foods to buy some food. Duh. Okay, I just got back from the beach and I started reading this book, Think Like a Monk, and oh my God, it has changed my life. And I'm maybe 50 pages in, and I've read this much, and I still have this much to go, and it has already given me so much perspective and changed my life. And so what I love about this book is that there's these little gray boxes, and so it talks about it gives you like a concept to kind of chew on, and then in these gray boxes it gives you an action step, which I love, because you can read a book all day, but if you don't implement what's in the book into your own life, then you just have all this great information and your life isn't really changed. And I want to change my life. So what I want to do is I want to take each of these gray boxes and give you guys a synopsis of what it's about, and then I'm going to start implementing it into my life, and I'm going to kind of bring you guys along on that journey and also challenge you to get the book and do the same. I don't really know how I'm going to structure these videos yet, but I just am so inspired, and these action steps are fairly easy, and it gives you like a week. So for example, this one says, spend a week tracking how much time you devote to the following: family, friends, health, and self. Like, do you know how much time you spend devoting to those things, or to work, or to, working out, or social media? It's like nobody knows the amount of time that they spend on things, and I want to know these things. So that's going to be my upcoming next video, probably next week. We're going to start diving into this book, Think Like a Monk. I'm excited. Also, it is about 3 o'clock now, and I have grocery shopped and made lunch. I went to the beach and read a book and journaled, and I'm about to shower, and then I'm currently in an online Zoom class that I should be in, but I'm currently taking a 1-minute break to tell you guys about this because I got so excited. And then I'm going to build a website for online selling things online. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to putz around on there, figure some things out that I've been wanting to do for a while. And then I'm going to get in my car and go to class. So when I first started this video, I was feeling very anxious. And then I did that whole balance that you guys, I shared with you. And now here we are, a couple hours later. I'm feeling great. I got tan. I got some perspective, and truly feeling wonderful. This is a product of my grocery haul: almond flour, tomato, red onion. There's mayo on the bottom, bacon, greens. The best. Okay, honestly, full disclosure, I love these wraps. They taste great. But this is what happens. They are so crumbly. I think maybe if you saute them, they get less crumbly, but I actually don't think that's the case. And so I'm literally fisting my wrap right now. That's how you have to eat it. It's so crumbly, but worth it. Update. still the same day, different shirt now. So many things have happened today. And from when I started my day, as you guys saw with my anxiety, and to now, I mean, so many things just happened. So I was online and I was looking at this video that I saw this girl post about e-commerce, and I had been saving it, and I was like, okay, I'm finally gonna watch it. So I get on YouTube, I'm watching the video, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. I've always wanted to get into e-commerce. I was gonna make an online shop. I was just gonna try it. Why not? And I saw this little link and it talked about how there's like a mentorship program. I'm like, okay, there's all this stuff online all the time that people are constantly putting out, like join my course, take my class, join my mentorship program. Like it's just, there's so much information and there's so many people doing this that I'm like, I don't trust a soul, but something compelled me to click on it. So I clicked on it and I'm watching the video and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to apply and we'll just see what comes of this. I'll get more information, like whatever. And I have, again, my time blocked my day. So I have about 3 hours to play around with this idea. So here I am watching this video. And they're like, okay, we're going to set up a phone call. And I'm like, okay, I'll probably get a phone call in like a day or two. It'll be some random person, whatever. Turns out I get a phone call in like 20 minutes. So I jump on this phone call. I'm like talking to this guy, super sweet human. Genuinely just asking what I'm interested in, what I want to know about, telling me all the history of their course, of their program that they created, and just chatting. I felt like I was talking to a friend, and I was like, okay, this guy's either a really genuine person or a really good salesman, but he's probably both. So then we jump on a Zoom call, and I'm Zooming with this like real life person. He's showing me everything, answering all my questions, and I'm asking hard questions. He's just smile on his face, answering all my questions. Long story short, I'm on the phone with this man for an hour and 30 minutes, almost 2 hours at this point. And by the end of the phone call, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy this course. I pay for seminars all the time that don't help me make money. Obviously, they're going to help me become a better doctor, which is going to help me make money. But immediately, I'm like losing money right now in school, being in school, paying for seminars, traveling, all of these things. And I am living off loans. I'm not making a single dollar. I'm literally going into debt every day. I'm like, I need to do something that's going to make me money. And I'm a hard worker. I'm smart. I'm like, I'm just going to learn how to do this. It's just like another class. I'm just treating it as another class. And so the funny part of this whole story is the man on the phone, he is from the Philippines and I'm Filipino. So of course, God sends me a Filipino to talk to because Filipinos are super trustworthy, they're super friendly. I related to him immediately and I trusted him and I hopefully not going to regret this. I don't think I am. You guys will find out in a couple months. But I put money into this course. I'm going to stay dedicated to it. I'm going to follow the steps and we're going to see what happens. And hopefully in a few months, I can report back to you guys that I am finally making my own money. So this whole day has just been so fantastic from the beginning of the day to the end. I time blocked my whole day. I got everything done and more. And it was just a beautiful day. So I hope I inspired you guys to time block your day, read the book, do something that you want to do that you're afraid of, deal with your anxiety, whatever you took out of this day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.